CARICOM members urged to live up to the vision of their founding fathers. Defamation bill brought to Senate and government support for St. Elizabeth Sports Park and Academy. This is Jamaica House Weekly. I'm Simone Wolfe. As CARICOM celebrated its 40th anniversary last week, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller called on the community to renew its commitment to achieving the objectives set out back in 1973. Addressing the 34th meeting of the heads of government, Mrs. Simpson Miller said CARICOM was more than an organization or a mechanism. It was the vision of our forefathers, and that must be maintained. At the same time, she said the community had a lot to be proud of.
The commemoration of this important milestone provides us with the opportunity to celebrate our achievements and reflect upon the various challenges over the 40 years as we seek to predict, strategize, and respond to the current and rapidly changing international environment. CARICOM, despite its challenges, remains one of the most highly developed integration movements in the world.
Mrs. Simpson Miller was in Chaguaramas, Trinidad and Tobago from July 3 to 6 to take part in the festivities. The Prime Minister also re-signed the Treaty of Chaguaramas, reaffirming Jamaica's commitment to CARICOM. Before Mrs. Simpson Miller left for Trinidad, she met with the Economic Program Oversight Committee. The committee is comprised of members from the public and private sectors as well as trade unions. It was formed as a key plank of government's economic reform program with the International Monetary Fund and was established to monitor the compliance and progress on that program. And ahead of participation in the CARICOM heads meeting, the Prime Minister also met with a Turkish envoy led by Ambassador Lael Olka. Ambassador Olka also paid a courtesy call on the Minister responsible for Information, Senator Sandra Faulkner. The Information Minister, meanwhile, brought the defamation bill to be discussed in the Senate on Friday. In her endorsement of the bill, Senator Faulkner said press freedom, like freedom of expression, was integral to the democracy of any state.
Let us all work together, public officials, media owners, practitioners, and civil society, to strengthen our democratic institutions, processes, and governance. This bill is a significant plank in our democratic infrastructure.
The defamation bill, among other things, abolishes criminal libel, changes the assessment of damages from a jury to a judge, and introduces new remedies that do not require monetary compensation. In the meantime, Senator Faulkner again called on the media to establish a self-regulated Media Complaints Council.
We are passing this bill, Mr. President, and we are giving more power to the media. The media must in good faith reciprocate by setting up the mechanisms to empower the people. I call upon the Media Association of Jamaica and the Press Association of Jamaica to get together and finally establish this Media Complaints Council.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller, through the Minister responsible for Sport, Natalie Nita Headley, has welcomed the creation of an academy to promote sport tourism in St. Elizabeth.
We will continue to do our part in ensuring the success as we are serious about growing the opportunities which can flow from a vibrant sport tourism sector.
Last Sunday, a football field, the first phase of the Bread's Treasure Beach Sports Park and Academy, was officially opened. Other facilities are planned to develop sporting talent and promote sport tourism in the parish. And last week also found the Information Minister immersing herself in Korean culture at the first in a series of cultural workshops staged at the Courtly Auditorium. Korean performers delighted the audience with music and dance as part of the cultural exchange agreement signed between the Jamaican and South Korean government. And that's it for this week's edition of Jamaica House Weekly. Join us next time for the latest out of the office of the Prime Minister.